One thing that I'll share has less to do with zines in hostile climates and more to do with just, being in the hostile climate that is the United States of America right now. Um, so I put in the, excuse me, I put in the notes app and in the chat earlier this Library Freedom Project link on resource on ICE response protocols for higher education workers. We this week in our library, I'm in an academic library in Western New York. We had an undercover state police officer come in and do an ICE drill, which involved interrogating the librarian and the student worker on duty about violence on our campus, violent protesting or violent students and student protesters, and asking for names. And they didn't give names, of course. And immediately after it happened, the librarian let the director know, who immediately called the UPD, University Police Department, who told us that it was a drill. And they said that they couldn't have told us in advance because what they were testing was to see who reported it. And we have now told all of the library directors in our state system. I encouraged my director to do that. And I had put on the agenda for a faculty meeting just by chance earlier this week, what to do with ICE coming to the library, like if they do. And apparently state police is going around the whole state doing this to campuses. FYI, New York folks. But
Holy crap, thank you.
yeah. And so it was super traumatizing. And the librarian and the student worker had different emotional responses, but they had, their own emotional responses. And University Police was basically like, well, if you had called us right away, we would have told you it was a drill. So it was kind of like, they didn't say this, of course, but it was your fault for being traumatized. And the only advice that we have from our chief diversity officer on our campus in regards to ICE on campus is to call the UPD, which is a woefully insufficient response on a majority BIPOC campus, let alone any campus. I had told a previous session that we also had the word from our university administration that we weren't allowed to give information about to students about their rights in regards to ICE. And so that's why I created that Know Your Rights with ICE zine that I made from the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs document. I put it in the previous chat. I'll make sure to put it here too. I'll find it again. But yeah, so that happened this week, and I just wanted to share that with y'all.